Today is a triple rant. Dora the Explorer celebrates Three Kings Day and gives gifts, Smurfboards, and Olivia. First, I'm going to rant on Dora the Explorer celebrates Three Kings Day and gives gifts. Enjoy. Dora the Explorer celebrates Three Kings Day and gives gifts. Nope. Or I should say, Dora the Explorer celebrates 666 Kings Night and gives coal. Oh my god, this 90-minute video sucks. This chapter is about celebrate the holidays with Dora the Explorer by sharing, giving gifts and appreciating amigos in this hour-and-a-half compilation. I don't know who likes this chapter, but do you know who hates this chapter? Bubble Guppies Mermaids yes and the Smurfs no UTTP. He hates it because it's too annoying. So, Dora the Explorer celebrates Three Kings Day and gives gifts sucks, and so does Mr. Moon. Dora's Baby Adventures, number 2 is 287,437 times better than Dora the Explorer celebrates Three Kings Day and gives gifts. End of rant 1. Next, time to rant on Smurfboards. Enjoy. Smurfboards, oh my god. This episode from the Smurfs for 2021 sucks. Here are the reasons of why I hate this episode in my opinion. This episode starts Brainy goes around on his Smurf way to inspect what is going on in the Smurf village. First, he wakes up a Smurf for sleeping on the job, berates two Smurfs who are busy sweeping around the village while that they missed a spot and steals one of Greedy's cakes, saying he should not eat on the job. Just then, Vanity comes riding on a skateboard, called a Smurfboard. While looking at himself in the mirror, he passes by Brainy, who gets mad at him for speeding, but Jokey passes by him as well and gives him a present. It explodes in his face, sending him flying. He comes back down, hangs onto a pole and crashes somewhere. Jokey races around the village and passes by Farmer and another Smurf, both covering themselves as he passes. Vanity is racing as well, and he catches up with Jokey as they proceed to race across the village. Jokey uses his Smurfboard to jump over a Smurf. The two catch up with each other once more and race until they see Brainy in the way, and they stop. Brainy asks what they are doing, to which they reply with Smurfboarding and inform him that Handy made them. Brainy does not approve of this, saying they should return them right now. But the two don't want to listen to someone like him. They start Smurfboarding again as Brainy angrily watches them. The two Smurfs continue the racing as they pass by several Smurfs. They pass by Lazy and he falls out of the wagon he was sleeping in. Vanity uses the rocks to slide up, with two Smurfs watching. The two are still racing, but Brainy comes back with Papa Smurf on his Smurfway. He tells Papa Smurf that they have been speeding and that he wants them to stop. As the two do not want Papa Smurf to listen to him, he accepts Brainy's idea and lets him teach them the highway code, much to Jokey and Vanity's dismay. In Brainy's house, he is teaching Jokey and Vanity about the code and how it works. Red means stop, yellow means slow, and green means go. He also teaches them not to Smurfboard when there are snails, Smurfs, or even Gargamel and Israel. The two Smurfs are very bored and decide to do their normal routines, but Brainy blows the whistle and gives an overview on what they just learned. Jokey and Vanity pretend to say that they have learned and Brainy believes this. Papa Smurf comes in and says that the two are good to go and Smurfboard. They cheer about this. Later, Brainy gives Jokey and Vanity their boards back on several conditions that they've learned. The two Smurfs agree without knowing all of the downsides to Smurfboarding now. As the two started racing, Brainy stops them and he puts on floaties and pants in case they fall. They pass by several Smurfs, who laugh at them. The caterpillars turn red, so it means for them to stop. Papa Smurf comes to walk, but he is taking too long and Brainy moves him faster. Brainy then looks both ways before they start moving. He says they can move, but all of a sudden, Clumsy runs him over with the fire brigade truck and as he falls, his Smurfway hits him. Brainy, Jokey, and Vanity continue to ride while Brainy is lecturing the latter two to no end, annoying them. They see Baby Smurf as he enjoys crawling faster. The last line is drawn when Farmer rides on a snail while talking slowly. Both of them refuse to listen to Brainy anymore, with Vanity agreeing. The two started racing again and Brainy chases them with his Smurfway. The three go into the forest, where Brainy chases Jokey and Vanity. The latter two decide to split up, so Brainy chases Jokey first. Jokey eventually goes near a cave and flips over, while Brainy unknowingly goes into the cave, sending him flying. He falls back down. Jokey goes into a log and starts doing turns in it as well. Brainy goes into the log too, hitting himself in the process. He jumps out of the cave seemingly smurfboarding as Jokey sees it, but crashes into a tree. Brainy brings out the megaphone, trying to tell him to stop. Jokey declines and gives Brainy a present, sending him another direction, where he bounces on a couple of mushrooms, and he drops the megaphone. He sees Vanity racing with his mirror in his hand and tries to stop him, but to no avail. Brainy then passes by Storm, Blossom, and Begonia, who are practicing archery, but he accidentally throws them off and gets hit with their bow and arrows. Vanity and Jokey catch up with each other and Brainy tries to stop them once more, but they laugh at him for getting hit by the arrows. Jokey then suddenly counters Brainy by putting a red sign up, forcing him to stop as the two get away and Brainy gets angry. Brainy ends up going full speed to catch Jokey and Vanity by smurfboarding himself with his Smurfway and acting cool, ditching the highway code and doing impressive moves that beat theirs. He first does a backflip in the air. Next, he goes over a rock and flips over, catching his Smurfway at the last moment. This amazed Jokey and Vanity. Next, he does a flip with the Smurfway and Jokey cheers. The big finale has Brainy go over a rock again, but this time, flip and taking the Smurfway as well so it could flip as well. The two Smurfs are now very surprised that Brainy is able to pull all of this off. He then turns over and hits his head multiple times without feeling anything as he has his hat on. Brainy declares himself as the king of boarding, but Jokey and Vanity tell him to watch out as he falls off a cliff. It turns out, however, that he is being held by a branch. Jokey and Vanity see him and devise a plan to get him back to safety. Jokey comes down as Vanity holds him up. Jokey tries to hold Brainy's hand to get him up, with Brainy doing the same. As soon as Jokey is about to grab Brainy's hand however, Brainy immediately gives him a ticket for getting too close to danger. Brainy starts lecturing again as Vanity and Jokey look at him. They decide to smurfboard again and go back to the village. Brainy is still talking and the episode ends from there. And that is how the episode is. So, Smurfboard sucks. And so does Blossom Goes Wild. Papa Smurf Leaves the Nest is 865,958 times better than Smurfboards. End of Rant 2. Last but not least, Olivia. Enjoy. Olivia, or I should say, stupid. Oh my god. This show sucks. This is about Olivia, and she likes to go on bad adventures. Olivia is so annoying. And the other characters are dumb. The animation is bad. The stories, music, and the songs are annoying. Thank God this show got cancelled on October 29, 2015. Do you know who likes this show? Bubba Guppy's Mermaids Yes and the Smurfs No UTTP. He watches this show 24/7. And do you know who hates this show? Thomas McGlynn, Minecraft 45, and Thomas Marie. They made rants on this show. So, Olivia sucks. And so does Little Bill. Nella the Princess Knight is 8,957,478 times better than Olivia. End of Triple Rant.